Guess who had nothing happen in their week? Alright, so we're going to be talking about this. So a little bit of background. Thrall is the war chief of the Horde. He is the leader of that faction in the game. This book is his backstory and origins, chronicling his rise, kind of despite himself, to being war chief, because at no point is his stated goal to become war chief. It's more so about getting freedom and love and acceptance and finding his people before anything else. And getting love and acceptance is important. Now, it's not the deepest book I've ever read. It's not as good as Warcraft. That's like a masterpiece. It's not to say there's nothing there. There is, the standard racism, because it's almost impossible to tell a Warcraft story without racism at least being a motif. But the kind of theme, message, deeper thing of this book is it's about abuse and abuser psychology and what abuse does to a person, how that shapes you, and even why abusers abuse. That's all there, but that's in the background. The forefront of this book is just a character study for Thrall. And I really like that, because Thrall's a character who gets flack a lot for being the Jesus character, and you're right to some extent, because he is like the one who gets the orcs away from the dark path and leads them back to that shamanistic path. But one thing I love about Thrall is he never says we should whitewash that. He's always like, no, this is a part of our history. We earned this. We cannot just pretend this shit didn't happen. But Thrall's not always right, and there are a lot of times, like past this book, where he's not always right. But in this book particularly, Thrall is like emotionally distraught, and like he straight up loses a physical confrontation at one point. It's a really big deal, not because of what happens later. I'm trying to not give spoilers for some reason, even though none of you are probably gonna read this. But I like to hope. And I have this really dumb complaint where it's like, I have a feeling, like it's a caveman criticism, because so many times in this book, I'm like, oh, Thrall, poor baby, let me hug you. And a man shouldn't want to hug and console his war chief this way, and just, like, it's good stuff, because it makes you empathize, and like, the point is he's a human even though he's an orc, but I don't like that. Screw you. Hold on. Look at this motherfucker. He doesn't need a hug. But the most prudent example of that for me was it's when Blackmore, who's Thrall's abuser, and just one of the most loathsome motherfuckers in all of Warcraft, still a more sympathetic character than Sylvanas. I'm never letting that go. Hashtag not my war chief. But I digress. But he's explaining to Thrall that his name means slave. Like, you're something I own. And Thrall's thought is like, wait, my name means slave? Everyone always looked so happy when they said it to me. Like, I always thought it was a name that carried honor. And it's like, oh my god. It's so sad. And there's one other thing I really want to bring up before I forget. But like this, Thrall's like a gladiator and a warrior and a shaman and a war chief. All of those things. The last thing he has to become before he becomes war chief, and these don't really connect in the way I'm like saying it, but weird sentence. Well, the last thing he becomes war chief is a shaman. The last thing he learns is he has to go through this trial where the spirits accept him, like wind, fire, or blah, blah, blah. And the last one's like the spirit of the wild. It's like the force, we're all connected, hippie shit, right? And like a stag walks through him, a lion walks through him, an orc walks through him, a human walks through him, and Thrall goes, I get it. Like all life matters. Humans, like, inherently have as much value as orcs, even though they're not my people. And you have to respect that. I think he says something like if a human falls, I would, like, respect and weep as much as if an orc fell. And that's so perfect. That's so quintessentially who Thrall is. And I love that that is the last lesson he has to learn before becoming the war chief of his new, better horde. So overall, I like this book. I think it's a fun, simple, easy breeze read. I've been told it's the best Warcraft book, and this is not better than War Crimes, but this does make War Crimes better. I don't think I have enough time to explain why, because I'm running out of time, but I'll explain that probably next week. I'll probably just make a separate video and upload that, and then, so I'll have 2 for this week. Yeah, anyways, this book, solid read. I would check it out, and if you like it, read more Warcraft novels. They do get better than this, and it's not even to say this is bad. Alright, peace.